It's Max Major, and this is episode 30 of the vlog. I want to say thank you for all of you guys for watching up until this point. This has been a really awesome experience, and in celebration of episode 30, I wanted to make this episode all about you. So it's time for Major Questions. Lots of awesome questions came in via Facebook today. Thank you for that as well. Just a quick note, you guys don't have to send these questions only when I ask. You can send them anytime using the hashtag Major Questions on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, and I'll just pull them up whenever I do a Q&A episode. I'm gonna try to get to as many of these as possible, so here we go. At Wholesale Virus on Twitter asks, meaning of life. Do what you love, be nice to people along the way. Bananas or apples? Bananas. Do I play video games? Yes. Favorite video game? Original Halo. At the Dylan Rivers, what are some of the craziest tricks you have learned, done, and what kind of series will we see on your YouTube? Craziest tricks I've learned and done are absolutely all the things we covered in the Oddity U workshop that I went to. If you check out 50 Shades of Major on YouTube, you will see me learning some really intense stunts like sword swallowing, fire breathing, bed of nails. That shit was intense. Tweet 1955 on Twitter asks, what is my favorite food? You like short rib sliders, and for dessert, carrot cake. At Jim_Jam34 on Twitter asks, hey, it's Max Major, when are you coming to see us again? He's referring to Penn State University Altoona campus. I would love to come back. Hit me up, Jimmy. At Queed on Twitter asks, what are your top 5 tricks done by others? Ooh. That's a good one. Number 1, David Copperfield appearing car on stage. Number 2, Darren Brown Apocalypse special. Not a trick, but pretty awesome build up. Number 3 is probably Chris Angel Luxor levitation. Pretty epic and iconic visual. Number 4 would probably be Lance Burton's Dove Act. I remember seeing Lance Burton when I was a kid. That was one of the routines that inspired me on TV to be a magician. And number 5, a magician named Kaylin Morelli tried to sell weed to the cops. Google it, magician sells weed to the cops. At Mellow Notlin on Twitter asks, what is your dream? I want to continue spending the rest of my life doing what it is that I love. If I can keep doing that, I'm a happy guy. That's success. At Shy Covington on Twitter asks, okay, I'll keep it simple. If you could do anything besides magic, what would it be and not do? If I could do anything other than being a performer, I would probably be a teacher. I've actually spent a lot of time thinking about this, and I think at some point in my life I'd like to be a college professor in a business school. At Schmalejandro on Twitter, aka Grumpasaurus, asks, did the chick at the sensory deprivation chamber salon offer you a happy ending? I should probably screen these questions before I read them out loud on camera. No, she didn't. And she was like 15. At Cody Soto on Twitter asks, how do you keep in great shape with your busy and tiring schedule? Share your secret. Cody, short answer to your question, I go to the gym about 4 to 5 days a week, and I eat really clean at home. When I go out to eat, I eat whatever the hell I want. So healthy at home, whatever I want when I go out. This question comes from Keith Carey on Facebook. Keith says, if you could use your magic to predict a future event, what would it be and why? I would probably predict, here's the thing, tricky question, because if I say some sort of natural disaster or catastrophe, I'm gonna have the obligation to prevent it, but at the same time, it'll just sort of snowball and happen some other way, like the butterfly effect. And so I hesitate to say I'll do anything for the benefit of mankind because it probably will still happen in some other form. That being said, I'd probably predict something for personal gain, most likely huge stock market crash or huge win on the upside. Selfish, but it works. Next question comes from Askia Manolit Torre Patterson. Would you ever consider performing your awesome magic for a reality show? In fact, I actually was on a reality show on the Oxygen Network called Love Games about 3 years ago. Love Games, Bad Girls Need Love 2, Season 4. You can check that out. It was a spin-off of the dating reality show called Bad Girls Club, where I played the role of the Magic Man. I actually had a really awesome time on a reality show. I don't know that I would do it at this stage in my career, but I absolutely loved it. Working on some of my own television right now, and so appearing on someone else's show probably isn't the best choice for me right now. I'm focusing on my partnership with NBC's Peacock and the show that we're producing over the course of the next about 5 months left. Mark Shawnee on Facebook asks our next question. Mark says, do you ever make things disappear and then you don't know where they went and then you find them hours later? No, as a mentalist, not doing a whole lot of the disappearing and reappearing lately. In my early days, I definitely lost a few props and a few assistants, but that had nothing to do with disappearing. That had more to do with my attitude, but that's another story altogether. Side note, don't date your magic assistant. All right, next question on Facebook comes from Andrew Bafumo Jr. He says, you go to Chipotle for a burrito. Fresh steak just came off the grill. They want to make your burrito with the steak sitting on the line. Should you demand and receive the fresh steak, please shout out, all Bafumo'd up. Thanks. Andrew, pretty simple. I would use my power of suggestion to get the fresh steak. Not really much of a challenge. Bunch of questions came in on Instagram. First one comes from Banuna88. He says, what's your favorite city that you visited? Hands down, probably number 1, Nashville, Tennessee. Number 2, Hot Springs, Arkansas. Can't talk tonight. Question of the day. I've got 2 new t-shirt designs, and I want your opinion. Whatever one you guys like the most, I will get printed first. Option number 1, Major Celebrity. And option number 2, Major Trouble. Cast your vote in the comments below. Whatever one you guys like the most, I'll get printed first.